Hey guys, Boneyard here. So today we're going to mess around with the Klipper. I got this off a gentleman that lives right in the area who also works on small engines. We were talking, BSing, and I told him I was looking for one, and he said I have one, so give it to me. Actually, I got a video on that. I'll throw that video in the description below. But today we're going to see if we're going to get it to fire up. I have been spraying all the linkage down right in here with WD-40 for the last couple days because it wouldn't even move. So now, as you can see, it's all working nice. So we got that. We did check the oil. It's got oil and it's pretty clean, so that's good. Gas tank, and it's pretty clean other than that little bit of water right there. So we'll get that out of there, and it doesn't have spark. So first thing we're going to do is get some spark to it. Got to take this pull cord shroud off, flywheel off, and get to the points and see what they look like. So stay tuned and I'll get the camera set up. Yeah, hopefully you can see that it doesn't shake too much. So we're going to get this cover off. Going to take these 3 7/16 bolts out, one on top, one on each side on the bottom. Yeah, finally slowed down a little bit on work, so I have a little time to mess around with some of my stuff. Been a super busy year, which is good. A lot of other people in these times ain't so lucky, but I've been fortunate enough to work at my regular job and still have plenty of work on small engines. Yeah, okay, looks pretty good in here. We'll get this this little stiff. We're gonna have to clean that up, but we'll get this clutch off. Get the screen out of the way. What I like to do after I take these screens off, there's 4 screws to hold it on. And my father taught me this trick. When you take the screen off, he says at least put 2 screws back in on opposite sides, because sometimes if you don't, the cover falls off and you lose your ball bearings. So put screws back in, the washer just catches the lip of that cover and holds it on there. It's something my dad taught me after I had ball bearings rolling around the shop one day. Okay, get that off. So there's a couple different ways you can take this clutch off. Is you could take a hammer and a chisel. Let me grab the camera. Take a hammer and a punch or a chisel and tap on it, these ears where these bolts are. And if you do that, tap on the ones that you put the bolt back in so you do not crush the ear where the other bolts go in. That's one way to get it off there. And the other way is to have a clutch removal tool. And that's what I'm going to use because I have one. And I also got a flywheel holder. So let's just set the camera here. And I'll go get those. There's two different sizes. That's the one we need right there. And I gotta find somewhere over here is my flywheel holder. This is the clutch tool. This is my flywheel holder. Flywheel holder on there. What I do is try not to go on the magnets. Put it in there, and I'll rest it down on the machine, like so. That's not going to work that way. I don't know if this flywheel holder is going to work because it's kind of big for this little 2.5 horse. Yeah. Let me try the other one. I got another one. If that doesn't work, then we'll do the screwdriver. Got this one also that goes on both sides of the flywheel. Which that one don't want to fit too good either. Maybe that might work. There we go. It's always nice to have the right tools. Slide that off, and we will service the ratchet because it is kind of stiff before we put it back on. So after that, you want to get the flywheel off. I use a screwdriver just about like anybody else behind it, and you can also take a hammer, put a screwdriver in it, and take a hammer and just tap the sides. Sometimes that pops off that way. And you could tap on the end of the shaft, which I don't like. People will peen that over and then your clutch won't work. So I have a Briggs & Stratton tool for that also. Right here. Goes on the shaft like that. Smack this with a hammer and that comes off. So let's see if we can get this flywheel off. Grab a screwdriver just like everybody else. Got a brass hammer too, I like using. Just like so. Off. Here's keyway. Keyway looks pretty good. So let's get this point cover off. Bear with me. My neighbor's chipping some wood up. I hope it's not too loud. I actually just fixed the chipper for him. The belt came off. We got him back and running again. So yeah, a lot been going on at Boneyard Garage. Been super busy, like I said before. We got some new projects coming up this winter. Stay tuned for that. We got a real big project coming up. So you guys will know about that shortly. Let's see what these points look like. The gap is pretty big, so I might have to, I don't know if you can see it, I think that's a little more than 20 thousandths, but all in all, it don't look too bad. So I'm going to get these cleaned up and I'm going to adjust them. you guys probably already know how to adjust points. And this isn't really a how to do video. It's just pretty much we're going to see if this thing will run. So all you got to do is adjust the points. You get it up top dead center. Make sure your points are open. Put your feeler gauge in there at 20 thousandths. Loosen up this screw and then move your condenser up to it, and then we tighten it back down. So pretty much it. So let me see if I can get these points cleaned up and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I cleaned the points and adjusted them, and you can see that, but we got spark. So I'm going to get it all back together, and then we're going to clean out this tank a little bit and see what she'll do. Okay guys, stay tuned. Okay, so I got it back together. I serviced the clutch, oiled up the pull cord, and everything works nice. And as you can see, got some really nice spark now. So I lubed up all the choke, throttle, all the linkage, the cable. As you can see, choke, that works, off choke. So yeah, we're going to get this rag in this tank, and we're going to soak up whatever that is. Looks like a little water, a little old gas. I always like putting a rag in there, taking a screwdriver, and push it all around. Tricky part is getting the rag back out. And nice and clean now. So let's say we put some gas in it. You know what? I think I'm going to put a new plug in it, since we went all through cleaning the points and adjusting the points and all that. So I'm going to start off with a fresh spark plug. Nice brand new water light we'll put in there. Spark plug wrench. I just got a thing on my phone saying that Mowers is going live in 30 minutes. And so I'm going to try to catch him also. Alright guys, someone just pulled in. Let me see who's here, and we'll come back to this. Okay, sorry about that. That was just my son coming home for lunch. And I also wanted to show you guys this. Found down at the dump, one of my dump finds. It's an old push wheel mower. Got the solid wooden roller on the back, cast iron wheels, and it actually got a pretty nice edge on it. It's a Murray Hill, it says on it. And it's, look at the wooden handle. And it's actually cut pretty good. Like I said before, I got a lapping machine to back lap this in. I can back lap that in. That'll be another video. But this is pretty cool how they made it. I couldn't leave it there, you know me. My front yard's small enough where I can use it. Pretty neat. Alright, let's get back to that. So, you know it has oil. I got spark, new plug. Cleaned out the tank. So I'm going to put a little gas in it. And I always like to put a little 2-cycle gas in them after they've been sitting a while. That's just what I do. I know it's going to smoke a little bit. People probably say I shouldn't, but I never had a problem by doing it. The worst thing you can do is foul plug a little bit. So let me get the gas can. This is my 2-cycle gas. Get the camera set up. See, we just put a little gas in it. And then I'll find a place to put the camera. And we'll see if it's going to start. A little bit, not too much. Well, maybe half a tank. This is going to be the first time you're going to be right here with me. First time trying to start it. We're going to hit the choke. And we're not even going to try to give it any help. Going to see if it's going to start. So let me find a good spot for you guys. I got to get them something a little better. Let me see. That's not very good. Hold on. Bear with me. Here we go. This is going to be good, I think. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, here we go. Choke's on. Hole number 1. That probably did pop because I've been spraying WD-40 around the throat of the carburetor on that choke. And it will fire on that. So. Not bad. What can I say? You cannot beat these old flathead Briggses. I don't care what you say. And even with a set of points, people like electronic ignition because they don't have to mess with points. But after all those years, you see how smooth that runs. I think someone actually dumped the gas out of it when they stored it, and that was a good thing because there's no gas in there, just a little bit of water that probably went through that vent hole when it was outside for a little while. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't say anything bad about these old flathead Briggses. I love them. So, yeah, it runs pretty good. We're going to get the air filter back on, and we're going to get a little oil and put in it because it is an oil based air filter. So let me just put you guys down for a minute somewhere. And after we do that, I want to take the chain cover off and make sure the chain isn't all rusted up, and we'll make sure that's nice, and then we'll take it outside and we'll see how it cuts. A little oil in here. There's a line. Fill it too. I'm just putting 1030 in there. Probably should be straight 30 weight, but I don't have any left. I will change the oil after I run it for a while. Get this on, we'll start it again. Okay, spin it around. That's in view here. Okay, so I'm going to take this cover off. There's this bolt here, and then it looks like it just slides up and comes off. That's where the chain runs down to the wheel. So we're going to make sure that's all lubed up, and I'm going to put a little lubrication on the bed knife and the reel. Just it's a little rusty there, that will help. And then we're going to take it outside and see if it will go under its own power. And if it does, then I don't know. It might be just so cool, I might have to restore it and add it to my antique lawnmower collection. Or even if I don't restore it, just clean it up and get it cutting good. Some people like the patina. I'm more of a bring it back to factory. What it's supposed to look like. I'm gonna get that cover off, guys. So the chain looks pretty good. So we're gonna just gonna take some WD-40, spray it up. I'm going to spray this bed knife too. I'm going to put some oil on there. WD-40. And see how it works. Cool. Someone stuck a metric 10mm bolt in here. Not even no nut, so I got to see. It's probably supposed to be some kind of insert in there that holds that on. Let me clip it back on for now. Like that. I'll just throw that bolt in there the way they had it for now. So, okay guys, I'm going to get this off the lift and we'll give it a try. Okay. See how it's going to go. at it. It does need to be sharpened, and the bed knife needs to be adjusted, but it does cut. Not that the grass is that high now, but it does cut pretty good. So stay tuned for another video on backlapping and how to adjust the bed knives to the reels. Okay guys, that's it for now on the Cooper Klipper 2.5 horse flathead Briggs. And like I said before, I love these engines. You take the Hondas, which is a very good engine, don't get me wrong, and the Predators, but when it comes to old school, you ain't gonna get no better than that right there, my opinion. Alright guys, please hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like, leave me a comment, hit the bell, that will give you notifications when I put new videos out. Gonna have some good stuff coming up here shortly, and in the next few weeks, probably like mid-October. So if you hit that bell, you will know when I put another video up. We're gonna have some good stuff coming here. So slowly creeping up on my subscribers. It is what it is. Feel free to share my videos and all that stuff. So. Okay, that's it. Boneyard's out. You guys have a good day and stay safe out there. Okay guys, Boneyard's out again. Hit that subscribe.